Hi everyone, so today I'll be sharing my learnings, experience and realizations of something which plays a very vital role in our life, which is our habits. Habits can help us shape our life in the direction we want. James Clear, the author of the book Atomic Habits, very wonderfully structures how tiny changes could lead to remarkable results. So the first chapter of this book is called Why Tiny Changes Make a Big Difference. So it's very important to understand that why these small things can lead to great outcomes. We often associate achieving great things with taking great steps, right? मतलब जब तक हम कुछ बड़ा एक्शन नहीं लेंगे तब तक हमें बड़ा रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा. Until you make drastic changes, you won't receive drastic outcomes. But that's the perception that James Clear breaks in this book, and he scientifically explains how massive success does not require massive action. Rather, it just requires improving by 1% every day. So improving by 1% every day may seem meaningless at first, because obviously we expect the result of our action, of our effort immediately. Over time, when we start doing that same action repeatedly for months or years, that's when we start to see the results and big changes in our life. So initially it may seem very meaningless, but after a period of time, that is the only thing which will add meaning to our life. There's a small math calculation behind this, how improving 1% could make you 37 times better by the end of the year. So 365 multiplied by 0.01, which is 1%, gives you an answer of 37. So if I am improving my reading skills by just 1% every day, I could be 37 times better in 1 year than what I am right now. So this actually really deepened my belief to continue doing the small tiny changes, the marginal changes which I have been doing, and to add new ones as well in my life. We often dismiss these small changes because they don't give instant results, they don't give instant outcomes, right? But a lot of the things which we practice will not give instant results and outcomes, and so we neglect these small changes. We think that अरे मैं कर रहा हूँ, उसका कुछ result तो आ नहीं रहा है, 2 हफ्ते हो गए हैं, it's been 1 month that I've been doing it and I have not seen any change or any result in the meanwhile, so what's the point of doing it, But if you just keep on continuing it for a period of time, for months and years, that's when you will see the result of it. So there's a very nice example that Stephen gives in this book is of a stone cutter, how stone cutter is constantly striking the stone to cut it into 2 pieces, right? He's striking it once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, and till the strike 100, it does not break. It's the exact same. But as soon as he strikes it the 101st time, it breaks into 2 pieces. So do you think that the first 100 times made it crack, or was it merely the last strike, the 101st time? Obviously it was 100 times before it, right? Because if that weren't to happen, then it wouldn't have cracked on the 101st time. तो वो 100 बारी किया, उसमें मारते रहे, इसीलिए ही वो 101st time पे crack हुआ. So similarly, we're going to have to keep doing our habits constantly with patience, and over time it will be an established habit. That means you won't any longer have to think of it. For example, tying your shoelace. Imagine waking up early in the morning becomes as easy as tying your shoelace. How amazing would that be, right? So you don't need to give your conscious energy into tying your shoelace, right? You could be listening to somebody, you could be talking to somebody while tying your shoelace. You are no longer focused on doing that particular task because you have made it into a habit. It is automated, it is on autopilot. So that happened because you have done it repeatedly for hundreds and thousands of times. The first 10 times that you did it, you probably had to give your full attention to it, and you had to be so focused onto it that you could not do anything else while tying your shoelace. But over a time, you kept on doing it, you kept on repeating it, and it became an established habit. So imagine so many important things like reading books, exercising, waking up early in the morning, which we think of as such effort-taking tasks, right? Imagine if they become our established habits. Imagine the outcome that they will give after months and years. So not brushing your teeth once will not make your teeth go bad, right? If you continuously don't brush your teeth for 1 week or 2 weeks, that's when they will start to get rotten. Similarly with the habits, doing it again and again, doing it every single day is when you will start to see the results. Not eating junk food for 1 day will not make you lose weight, but doing it constantly for months and making the right choices every day is what will give you the rewards. Another very nice concept that James Clear shares in this book is called the plateau of latent potential. So this very nicely explains what we expect while developing a habit and what actually happens when a habit is being developed. So I'll put a photo of that diagram right here. 2 lines here, one which is diagonal and straight and one which is curved. The straight line is what we expect and is what we think is going to happen when we develop a habit. We think that we will get better every single day that we perform the habit. Whereas in the first 30 days, we may not get the rewards. But on day 40, after a period of time, is when our rewards start to come and multiply. In between that is the valley of disappointment. That means our expectations and reality doesn't match, so we get disappointed often. And that's why we fail to continue that habit for a longer time. That's why we neglect that small habit. So this book later describes that even though these small actions may not be reward giving in the present, but how can you make these small actions so addictive and so attractive that even if you don't really enjoy the result, you're enjoying the action by itself. So very wonderful book, and this was just the first chapter of it, why tiny changes make a big difference. And I'll be making videos throughout of every chapter, and I'll try to put this theoretical knowledge into practical use. I'll make short videos based on every single practical step that we can take to develop habits, and with that I'll be explaining how this helps us in developing a habit. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you continue watching this series of The Atomic Habits by James Clear.